In this episode, we're going to be taking a look at and doing a tasting review of Purasangre Blanco Fuerte. Right here on the Tequila Hombre. Coming up next. Hello and welcome to this episode of the Tequila Hombre, where today we're going to be taking a look at doing a tasting review of Purasangre Blanco Fuerte. All right, so starting out though, I want to address some questions that some viewers have had, so I'm going to take some time here to answer some questions. And also, don't forget to stay tuned till the end, where we're going to be announcing the winner of our Lot 42A Fortaleza Añejo that I'm going to be giving away. We did hit the 1,500 subscriber mark, and so it's time to give this away. But don't worry, we have more prizes to give away as well. I'm going to put together a big prize package to give away when we hit 2,000 subscribers. So keep subscribing, and don't forget to click the like button and a comment on the video and increase your chances of winning some of these prizes as we give more and more of them away. All right, so now we're going to address some viewer questions, answer some viewer questions for you guys. And as you know, I'm always interacting with you guys on the comment section below. So if you do comment, I do read your comments, and I do try to respond and be interactive with you guys. So a couple of questions. This one is, why is your head so big? Did you know you have a big head? Yes, I know I have a big head. I don't know why it's so big. I think it's because all of the agave knowledge that is in my head makes it so big. So I do know I have a big head, but thank you for asking the question and for watching the channel. I appreciate that. All right, another question is, tell us about your new cabinets and the lighting that you set up behind you. Okay, so these two cabinets that I use now for the background, all these tequilas were on the shelves behind me, and some of them were shelves that were off camera that you guys couldn't see. It's a pretty expansive collection. I bought these cabinets from IKEA, and I could put the links and stuff below if you're interested in looking at them for yourself. And then I lit them with some lights that I bought off of Amazon. Now, the one thing that's kind of interesting about the lighting system in this is that they're all voice activated through Google. So if you watch, hey Google, turn on case 1.
Sure, turning on 2 lights.
And now they're on. And if I want to change the colors of them, I can. I have it set to amber right now because I think amber, you really see the colors of the bottles well. But if I wanted to change the color, I could just say, hey Google, change the color of case 1 to blue.
Okay, changing 2 lights to blue.
There you go. I like them as amber though, because you can really see the brands and understand what color they are. So we're going to go back to, hey Google, change case 1 color to amber.
Okay, changing 2 lights to amber.
There you go. So it's all set up. It's all automated. They actually turn on for me every night at 8 o'clock. So I'm out here sipping or working. I can actually see my collection and enjoy a sip. All right, so there you go. There's the information about the cabinets behind me and the lighting I used. I will put the links to the lighting and to the cabinets in the description below. So if you're interested in duplicating that in your house or in your man cave, feel free to do so. Now, ask one more question that we will answer, and this one's basically says, Tequila Hombre, why is it that you're doing so many Blanco videos? Aren't Blancos supposed to be for mixing in drinks? Well, no, they're not. Actually, the Blanco is the heart and soul of a tequila line. If you have a good Blanco and it tastes good and it tastes well made and stuff, then the rest of the line is going to be looking pretty good, because basically they take that Blanco and they use it to age in barrels to make the Reposado, the Añejo, and the Extra Añejo. And if they don't over oak it and stuff, a lot of times the whole line will be really solid if the Blanco is solid. But if you don't like the Blanco, chances are you're not going to like the other expressions. You know, there's some examples that are different where they do a really good job of aging the Blanco to hide some of the faults in the Blanco. But with the Blanco, there's no hiding any faults. You're getting the truest form of the tequila, and so all the processes, the quality of the agave, and all that stuff are going to be represented in this Blanco. Also, the Blanco is going to give you the truest flavor of agave from any of the expressions, and so you're really going to taste what baked agave tastes like by drinking the Blanco. So people have asked me, what does baked agave taste like? Well, if you've ever been into a distillery and had agave after they cooked it, they'll take off a piece and give it to you to try, and you basically just put it in your mouth and kind of pull on it and pull the sugars out of the agave fibers. When you do that, you get this rich, cinnamony, molasses-like baking spices in there, sweetness that comes from the agave fibers, and it's absolutely delicious. And so when you find a good Blanco, a lot of that is represented in the flavor profile of the Blanco. And so that's when you'll notice when I do review Blancos, I talk about whether it's got this baking spices and cinnamonness from the cooked agave. That's what you're looking for. You know, you get some other stuff from the agave as well, from the terrier, and that's based on where it's grown, whether it's the highlands up in Los Altos or the lowlands in the Valle. You know, each of them have different flavor profiles and can contribute different flavors to the Blanco. So you can actually have Blancos that are really complex in flavor, depending on what agave they use, where it's grown, and what kind of fermentation that they do, and how much attention is paid to fermentation. So the Blanco is going to be a really good indicator of what you're looking at as far as the rest of the line goes. So I normally try to review the Blancos first if they're available. So then it kind of gives us a look at what the rest of the line will be like on future reviews. So there you go. Don't be afraid of Blancos. They're not just for mixing, they're for sipping as well. I've got a ton of Blancos in the shelves behind me, and I enjoy pulling some out and sipping on them. So that's it. Now it's time to get talking about this Blanco, another Blanco we're going to be reviewing. It's the Purasangre Fuerte Blanco. And let's get into a little bit about this brand next. All right, so Purasangre Blanco Fuerte comes out of NOM 1146. And you're just saying, hey, that sounds a little familiar. I did a review of the Artnom 1146 Añejo, which I will post a link to up here. Same distillery. It is Enrique Fonseca's distillery. He makes really good stuff. So I'm not afraid of this one at all. It is going to be a good brand. I'm pretty positive. He doesn't really do anything out of that distillery that I think is poor quality. So Purasangre means pure blood, and if you notice, it's got a racehorse on there, so it's significant or signifies thoroughbred. So it is been around for a while, but we're just starting to see more of it showing up in the United States. They actually have done it in different bottles before, and I'll show you. At one point they did them in these bottles, and if you can find these bottles somewhere, now make sure it doesn't say a Porfidio on it. Make sure it says Purasangre. This is good solid tequila, and it's a really cool bottle. And they did the Purasangre Blanco in this, and then they also did the Añejo in one as well, with the different cactus inside. This one's got the blue cactus, while this one's got kind of like the green desert cactus that you see like on Roadrunner cartoons. All right, so if you find these bottles, these are good bottles. These are treasure bottles. You want to grab these because these are collector's items, and it's good tequila inside if you want to pop them open and drink them. So that's Purasangre. So enough about the brand and some interesting information about the bottles. Let's get into how this tequila is made. All right, the Purasangre Blanco Fuerte comes out of NOM 1146, which is Tequilania. It is located in the city of Tequila, Jalisco. The master distiller for this brand is Enrique Fonseca. He is an amazing master distiller. So anything from 1146 I've ever tried, I've never not liked. All right. The agave used are Weber Blue agave from the highlands. Even though it's located in the valley, in Tequila, the Fonsecas own a farm up in the highlands, and that's where they source all of their agave. And they truck them down to the valley, to Tequila, to their distillery where they make the tequilas. So it is all Los Altos agave. They cook the agave after it's prepared properly using a autoclave under low pressure. Nothing wrong with autoclaves. Don't think there is. There's some great tequilas made with autoclaves. After the agave is done being cooked, they then use a roller mill to extract the sugars from the agave fibers, and then it is then fermented in stainless steel tanks. After it's done with fermentation, it is then distilled twice using copper pot stills. Now, this is bottled at 43.5% alcohol, so it is a higher proof Blanco, and it is a 1 liter bottle, and the lowest price that I could find, I bought this bottle for, and that was $39.99 for a liter of high proof Blanco. That's a good price. So this is a good brand if you're looking for something inexpensive and you want a lot of it. This should be a good brand, but we'll find out what I think about it now as we go into the tasting portion of this episode. All right, going up top to our pour cam, I've got the bottle here. Now, full disclosure here, I have never tried this tequila. This is the first time I've had the Purasangre Blanco Fuerte. So we'll go ahead and pour some into the Denver and Liley agave glass. 2 years to design this glass they spent to make sure they have the perfect glass for agave. And I like this glass a lot. I'll put a link to it again in the description below, so if you want to get a Denver and Liley agave glass, you can. All right, so there we go. Let's go back up to the top and see what it looks like in the glass and do our tasting. All right, taking a look at this in the glass. Coats the glass really nicely. You can see the legs and the tears coming down the glass. Looking at the tequila itself, it is crystal clear. So this should have a nice viscous mouthfeel to it, nice oiliness in the mouthfeel, nice, thick mouthfeel to it, and then no floaties. Everything just looks great. All right, so let's see what we get on the nose on this. So they use deep well water on this, and you can definitely sense the mineralness to it. I'm definitely picking up the sweetness from it, the baking spices. It kind of has a bubblegum-esque kind of smell to it, which is kind of interesting. There's a lot going on in the nose here. It's weird. It's bubblegum. Yeah, definitely picking up some mineralness. I'm not picking up a whole lot of alcohol in the nose. I mean, it could be because of the glass. But I am picking up the baking spices coming through. And it has kind of a bubblegum kind of nose to it. It's kind of interesting. A tad hint of mint in there as well. Smells good. All right, so let's see what we get on the flavor profile. Coats the mouth beautifully. Definitely getting those cinnamon, molassesy, baking spices kind of goodness from the cooked agave coming through. Hint of mineralness to it, like really nice. Getting the sweet baking spices. Actually picking up some like cherry notes, fruity cherry notes on it as well. Just a tad bit of a bitterness in the middle to kind of balance things out. It's got a nice finish to it where you're getting this sweetness, like a honey-esque, cinnamony sweetness on it that's kind of balanced but not overly sweet because there's a little bit of bitterness writing in there as well. And the finish is really nice on it. Wow, this is a really nice Blanco. Really nice. I enjoy this. And it's not as hot as some of the more higher proof Blancos are. It's really easy to sip. This could be dangerous for people because you can actually get tanked on this stuff pretty easily. It's so easy to drink. I could sit here and sip this for a long time. Wow. This is really good. So if you see a bottle of the Purasangre Blanco Fuerte out there, the high proof Blanco from Purasangre, pick it up, try it. This stuff's really good. I'm actually going to give this one 5 agave. This is a really good Blanco. I think a lot of people will enjoy it. This is a must add to your collection if you can find it. I haven't gone 5 agave on a lot of things yet, but this one is one I think you definitely were going to need to add. I would rate this around a 90-91 on Tequila Matchmaker. Very good Blanco. I highly recommend it. Now, if you've tried the Purasangre Blanco Fuerte, let me know. Am I wrong? Am I right? Comment below and let me know. If there's a Blanco that you tried that you really liked, and you want me to do a review on it, comment below, let me know. I'd love to hear any recommendations or suggestions that you guys have. If you have something that you've heard in this review that you really like and want to comment about it, comment below, let me know as well. Don't forget to give the video a like for the information I shared, and don't forget to subscribe because we're got prizes to give away. And wait, because next we're giving away our Fortaleza Lot 42A Añejo prize. So that's coming up next. All right, you guys, it's time to give away our Lot 42A Fortaleza Añejo. There you go, 42A. I promised I would give one out at 1,500 subscribers. We're over that, so we're good to go. So I've taken all the names of everybody that commented on the Fortaleza Añejo review video, and I've put them into a spreadsheet and put numbers by everyone's name, and then I'll use a random number generator to generate a number, and that will tell us who our winner is. All right, our number is 39, and 39 is Stanley Flynn. If you're Stanley Flynn, you are the winner of our Lot 42A Añejo from Fortaleza. Congratulations. All right, you guys, don't give up on the channel yet because we've got more giveaways as well. I'm going to do a big giveaway. I'm putting together a big prize package for when we hit 2,000 subscribers. So make sure you subscribe, make sure you comment, make sure you like the videos, and make sure that you are qualified as a participant to win in the big 2,000 subscriber giveaway coming up. So I'm going to put a bunch of great prizes together. It's going to be awesome. All right? So until next time, keep watching, keep asking questions, keep liking, and keep commenting. And until next time, like I always say, life is too short to drink bad tequila. Salud.